Alright, let's dive into this because it's a move that's got me thinking, big time. So, the Clippers just signed Yuki Kawamura to an Exhibit 10 training camp deal. Now, on the surface, it might seem like just another roster move, but personally, I think this is way more interesting than it looks. What makes this really interesting is that Kawamura isn't your typical NBA prospect. At 5 feet 7 inches, he's undersized by NBA standards, but his journey from the Japanese B-League to the NBA is nothing short of remarkable. I mean, he was MVP and Rookie of the Year in Japan. That's not something you just gloss over. From my perspective, this signing is a bit of a gamble for the Clippers, but it's a calculated one. Kawamura's stats with the Bulls last season weren't mind-blowing, 3.4 points and 2.6 assists in limited minutes, but his G-League numbers? Those are a different story. Averaging nearly 19 points and 11 assists in the G-League shows he's got the skills to make an impact when given the chance. What many people don't realize is that the G-League is a proving ground, and Kawamura's performance there suggests he's got the potential to be more than just a camp body. One thing that immediately stands out is the reunion with Yuki Kawamura. These two have chemistry from their time on the Japan national team, and that's something you can't underestimate. Team dynamics matter, especially in training camp where players are fighting for spots. If you take a step back and think about it, the Clippers are bringing in a player who's not only talented but also fits into their existing culture. That's a smart move, in my opinion. Now, let's talk about the Exhibit 10 deal. It's a non-guaranteed contract, which means Kawamura's not a lock for the final roster. But here's the kicker. If he's waived and spends 60 days in the G-League, he gets a $91,000 bonus. That's a win-win for him. And if he impresses, the Clippers could convert it into a two-way deal. What this really suggests is that the Clippers are giving him a fair shot, but they're also protecting themselves. It's a low-risk, high-reward scenario. A detail I find fascinating is Kawamura's size. At 5 feet 7 inches, he's in the same conversation as guys like Isaiah Thomas and Earl Boykins, players who defied the odds. But what's different here is his international background. The NBA is becoming more global, and players like Kawamura are breaking the mold of what a typical NBA player looks like. This raises a deeper question: are we seeing a shift in how teams evaluate talent? Personally, I think we are. If you ask me, this signing is about more than just filling a camp roster. It's about the Clippers taking a chance on a player who's proven himself in multiple leagues and has the potential to surprise. Will he make the final roster? Honestly, it's hard to say. But what's certain is that Kawamura's story is one to watch. It's not just about basketball, it's about representation, opportunity, and the evolving landscape of the NBA. So, here's my closing thought: keep an eye on Yuki Kawamura. Whether he makes the Clippers roster or not, his journey is a reminder that talent comes in all shapes and sizes. And in a league that's constantly evolving, players like him are the ones who keep things interesting. What do you guys think? Is Kawamura the next underdog success story, or is this just a camp fling? Let me know in the comments below.